Alright guys, we're back for Danganronpa. Welcome back to another session.
Please get the screen share.
What? Screen share? We go over this every time. You guys don't need it. Just listen to my voice and just infer. You can even read lines if you just infer what the characters will say. I know you're good enough for that.
Nagito's like, let me in your pants, Hajime.
Yeah. I was lying right on the screen.
Yeah. Great.
Oh, look at that. The class trial started.
Yeah.
Time to go get some fried fries. Anything else? I think that's what I'm gonna go do.
Copier. In any case, I have all my skill set. I have all my characters looked at. Looking at the e-handbook, I mean, who do you think it could possibly be? Hypothetically, it has to be a guy, because the guy would have to have completed the stupid challenge in order to complete the murder.
My prediction is it's either Gundam or Kazumichi.
I think it's Gundam or a suicide.
I doubt that's a suicide. It could be. They did kind of hint at it.
Yeah, maybe not a suicide, maybe like an accident. That would be embarrassing.
Can you up the game audio a bit?
It's just quiet at this part.
Okay.
It should be fine. Anyway, let's all re-say.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During
There's
the
the
class
hop.
trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is.
Hey, she gets a cross. What's up with that?
For who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And that person will earn the right to leave this island.
That is weird. Why is it a plus? Maybe because she's not actually X'd out.
I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get wrapped up and raring to go.
Indeed we do.
Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
What?
I'm not the main ingredient, what?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so
All the loud people are gone, so I'm happy about that. Well, mostly.
I just
Mostly Nekomaru not being here
makes
makes it a little bit quieter.
I headed over to Grape Tower for Monokuma Taichi and found the body there.
Mm.
Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning?
Well, what are you doing?
Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor.
I wonder if she meant that as a sex joke or not.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. Someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer.
I did it. Oh, well, there you go.
It's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
She's right for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here!
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
Did you just call her stupid? Huh?
Well, the weapon is obvious, right? What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You could totally tell just by looking.
Tell what the weapon is just by looking. Wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. Only thing in the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably the hammer. But new looking hammer though. Alright.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
That's obvious.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
Was it really a surprise beating? Hammer in the tower was the weapon, he said, but that's the case.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
It wasn't really a surprise beating since of the wire.
Right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
I mean, you just need to beat the crap out with new looking hammer, because if it's new,
Yeah.
yeah.
And beat the crap out of him.
No, that's wrong.
It's new as shit, you idiot.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murderer.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body. Just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
Looks brand damn new.
It was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Well, yeah, but killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Oof.
Baby gangsta? Me?
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Ah, that's what it
I
was.
thought maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Ah, that's...
Seems
Woo!
that was a waste of time.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
The pillar. The actual weapon has oil in it, but there's something at the crime scene that had oil on it. The broken pillar.
I see.
Nekomaru had oil on him.
The only thing with oil
What?
is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
Oh, yeah. Alright. Let's hear it, Em. Alright, save that. That's going in the files.
It's no use. It's barely budging.
Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Maybe he was trying to find a way out. And then Monokuma's like, nope!
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, that's nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
Does bother me a little, though. That word. Suicide. Alright, let's hear M. Kamida.
By the way, the fourth murder of the killing school life was apparently ruled a suicide.
Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
That's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
4 reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Ha! She lifts the pillar and fucking slams it. That's a lot of shit.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
What? Impossible. Go, Sonia.
Beating him with it is beyond a dream.
Don't interfere, hammies? Hammies?
They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl. I'm getting hella excited.
What bullets do you have? I think this might be a steal someone else's answer one.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
The wire, the goodnight button, the oil on the floor. Where's the oil at? Okay, goodnight button. It's cracked a little, that's fine. And the oil on the floor, which is just from his body. Okay. The tipped over pillar, what's up with it?
It's literally called a tipped over pillar.
Yeah. If you look at the pillar, it's nowhere near where Nekomaru is. Because he's not near where it's at. Ah! It's the pillar fragments, probably.
Beating him with it is beyond a
Yep.
dream.
Pillar fragments.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Gotcha.
No, that's wrong.
Because they were underneath his body.
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too. But it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why
Oh,
are
I
you
have
so
an
certain
idea.
about that?
I just have a feeling.
Our feelings have never been wrong.
Can I say my idea real quick?
Yes.
They tip it over, get Nekomaru in the room, press his goodnight button, bash him against the pillar.
You'd have to lift Nekomaru, which is probably even harder. He's 268 pounds, and there's not many people.
I think the pillar would be even heavier. And you don't
Yeah.
have to lift him entirely. You could just lift, like, parts of his body at a time.
And just repeatedly bash him against the pillar.
Yeah, if it works, right? I'm
Well-
not saying I think that's for sure what it is, but...
But then why wouldn't the fragments be on top of his body?
Because the pillar was tipped over before he was even there.
I guess so. But then he would have had to drag it over, bashed, and then dragged back. It's a lot of
It
work.
could have been done, but it's not likely.
Yeah.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
Not telling. Fuck you!
You guys, same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. so I guess I should lend a hand.
Boy, he became a pompous fuck. What does he think makes him so special?
Nagito, what the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
The wire.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Given everything at the crime scene, it's either like the wire or something else. Those are my presents. Sure, one of those things could have killed him. Not that shitty hammer. Yeah, I think it has to be that.
Ultimate weapon?
Unless it's like a bomb that blew up the pillar.
The thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know? You've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
So you did it. Yes! No! Shit!
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon. You wield your 4 dark daggers of destruction.
I'm actually growing to like her more and more each chapter.
I see.
Oof.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the...
What about my 5th Dark Dev of Destruction? Very impressive.
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
We'll make it out of this. I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse.
Well...
Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower.
And that map leads to the menu.
In actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
What? What are you talking about?
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Faux show. I shall leave this.
What is she doing? I think she's the one that blew a gasket. The 2 houses are connected in the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. Wire, the button, the pillar, the account. Oh god, so much shit. The strange feeling in tower. What is that? Oh, yeah. And 2 Strawberry Tower and a Grape Tower. Uh-huh.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
This whole time we've been thinking the 2 towers are the same building, but if that were the only mystery, there's no way Nagito would mention it here.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
No, that's wrong.
What about that strange feeling there, huh?
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Wait, when?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
Doesn't it seem strange?
When did that happen?
When we went to Great Tower from Great Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Great Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see,
So I missed like all of the
means
trial,
it
right?
passes the
Yeah, it's
inspection,
done
Yeah.
already, right?
Yeah, we already know who it is. It was Hajime the whole time. I can't
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
believe it.
So then what?
It was
You
Makoto.
seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer? Does that mean he's wrong? Oops. I guess I've said
I
too
put
much.
spicy mayonnaise on my
Before
fries,
doing
and I
what-
do not regret it.
That means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down.
Oh, bitch slapped.
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
Well, we were moving from Great Tower to Strawberry Tower, but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
So who's the
Nope.
suspect?
Nobody right now.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the
The only thing that's really said is it's probably the boys and the people from Strawberry Hall. That's it.
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
You know that line was... The line got a woman killed, right? Queen of France.
Yeah, if there's no bread, let them eat cake.
How would
I
have touched
forget-
you gotta be?
There are many different
It's the
ways
doorknob. Wait, no, it's not.
Holy shit.
color could have been moved.
My sword strength is so garbage.
And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Do you have the chain?
As expected of a princess, she's overcoming my arguments with great confidence. Give me the counter remarks and wait for an opportunity to refute her.
Many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
I just can't even swipe it anymore.
Different ways.
My sword
You have a
sucks.
You have a limited number of cuts, and I believe your cuts are stronger if you're using the correct
And
sword.
Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Wait, how do I strengthen the cut? Do I have to cut it sideways, I guess?
There are
You gotta
You
use
have
a
to
better
cut it.
sword.
Well, you do have to cut it sideways.
The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled.
I can't even cut it that way.
Nekomaru could have
What?
been moved
Because you have to
piece by
cut it
piece.
the right way, Ross.
Monokuma's doing.
How? Like, how do I cut it better than, like, what? Do I have to cut it sideways or straight?
There are many different ways.
I think you have to do it perpendicular or parallel to the direction of the text.
I can't swing down that way.
You just did.
By piece.
I can't with the control stick. Like, that's not how that works.
Hmm.
Also, wire isn't the damn word.
But she hasn't given me this is the first part.
But I think your cuts are stronger if you're using a better sword, like it's more fitting. I could be wrong.
And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece.
You see how you're missing all of those cuts, Ross?
Alright, that worked.
There you go.
It's because you missed like 8 cuts in a row.
I guess.
That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar of the body could have moved it all easy.
That was it.
It seems you have forgotten.
Yeah,
Monokuma
it's
is
oil on the
surprisingly
floor.
strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar of the body, everything at the crime scene.
Not so.
Himalayan salt with fries.
Is possible. But it would have been
Spicy
impossible to leave
mayonnaise.
the oil on the floor.
That's it. The jacket's coming off. Okay.
Are you wearing a
It was really
jacket?
hot. It was really fucking hot. It was more like a sweatshirt.
When the position position of Nekomaru's body in the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Dummy.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
Oops.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
Cannot believe you were so hard to cut. What? Nothing.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
No, but it is the same movie.
We can't be certain.
Cuts and all.
Either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
Oh, that's obvious.
No idea, huh?
This mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse. But we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. The only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues. Hey, dickhead.
Hey, Nagito. I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up.
Man, he took a long time saying that second part of the line.
Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret
I mean, I
of the
guess your
funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a
I guess your graphics card is broken again for Nagito, though.
I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Hajime's doing 95% of the work and he doesn't even have a talent. Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
How do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
He performed the appropriate action in order to learn the secret. Could he be talking about the life-threatening game?
I see. You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you? That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete, and there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Oh yeah, he did find a camera, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
This is it.
As he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again.
Let me
I took
explain.
this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room.
It raises. See? Because there's nothing beyond that. Which means it doesn't it doesn't rotate 180 degrees. It raises and lowers. Either it's up in the sky or it's down below.
But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture?
Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
Yeah. What doesn't make sense about this picture?
Everything.
I guess that way over there doesn't make sense, but I don't know what to click on. I always hate these parts because I never know what to fucking click on. Well, gee. What do you think? Wait a minute. Wait, we're not even near the amusement park. That's another thing that doesn't make sense.
So the forest doesn't make sense.
I
right?
think the part that doesn't make sense is that you don't see the grape room on the other side.
Yeah, but I don't know how to click on that.
Just click over there and see if it works.
Sure. Cool.
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle, which means if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it.
Cool.
But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower.
Yeah, this is way better than Phoenix Wright. Let me tell you, if Phoenix Wright does this version, you have to click on the smallest fucking pixel in the universe.
I see. And is that it?
Like I said, there's a lot of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it. What else do you guys think?
I think the forest doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you could
right?
try just the forest.
Sure.
Let's go.
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor.
Oh,
And
that
it
works too, I
suggests it was
guess.
taken from higher up.
Yeah.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
Which means Grape House could actually be lower, or it could be higher.
It's not. Are you saying that Grape
Yeah, it
House
just means that
merely
they're the
an
same
illusion
building.
spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me,
Well, we didn't shoot ourselves in the head. Persona.
if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime
Hajime
to
does
solve
all the
it
work.
too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue? Is he talking about that one time?
Why, hello there, Hajime.
Hagito, why are you here?
Because I showed up.
You showed up. How'd you even come here?
Maybe I teleported.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right? I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already. Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
What was that thing just now about hint? Oh, fuck. What was that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse structure? The reason Nagato appeared from the third floor. Using the photo he took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Oh, let's do this. Hey, I increased my speed. Are you guys ready to go supersonic speed? Everybody was supersonic racing. That's not the jump button. Gotta keep your feet right off the ground. Oof, ow. Man, those appear with... Okay, that's bullshit. Those don't give you enough time when they appear.
I'm gonna miss
Question
this
one.
because this doesn't exist in 3D.
Strawberry House and Grace House. Yeah, they exist. Obviously. That's a dumb question. See, now they're giving me time when they appear. Oh, shit. Okay, dude. You know, I could slow it down, but it's funnier this way. Oh, I just fell through the fucking ground, okay? Okay? Am I right? Question 2. Are Strawberry House and Grape House the same building, or two different buildings? They're... Oh,
No!
they're different buildings.
No,
Obviously.
I think they're the same buildings. You
They're
just
different
fell off
part-
the answer.
They're different parts of the same building.
I almost could have made that jump.
Almost.
Alright. They're the same building, but they both exist. Okay, I'm gonna have to slow down. I'm too fast. I'm too goddamn fast.
You wanted this.
I did. How are Strawberry House and Grape House positioned with each other? Vertically or horizontally? Vertically. Because, yeah, vertically. That's what I was saying along. Ooh, jeez. Yay! I got beat.
It's all coming together.
Like, I come back out of the dream and Hajime has like 100 blisters and bruises on his face.
Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse. Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
Well,
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There is only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings.
it's one singular 6-story building with 2 sides.
Actually, one 6-story building?
Yeah.
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Strawberry House is located on the floors above.
I see! On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located.
So he could have dropped into our DMs.
Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap. I never expected that the two houses were connected.
Aw, snap. Aw, snap. Come to my macaroni party and we'll take a nap.
What about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely
Mordecai!
Rigby! I'll kill you!
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with 2 different shapes.
Oof.
A quadrilateral and a hexagon. Overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were 2 separate, distinct buildings.
I didn't even notice.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
It's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those 2 houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Because it rise and lowered.
The precious yammies don't know, but it's so simple. Alrighty then, I'll be the one who solved this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
Oof. There was some ilk.
Definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Rom-com pro tag.
Yeah.
File number 4, wire, goodnight button, tripped over can, train, broken doorknob, strange feeling in the tower.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Know your limits.
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
No.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
Fair, you totally stole my spotlight.
Dude, she wants the gun dick.
Sonia's like
That's the joke.
Sonia's quickly raised in my ranking of the characters.
Was something like that even possible? Was that the only thing to refute?
Mystery in a flash.
No, there's 2 things.
What was the second thing? I missed it.
One of the bodies
It
in one of
was
the towers
whatever Gundam said, I
was
think.
actually a dummy.
You're amazing, Gundam. Why did it say that?
Body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Ah.
Yeah.
It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
What are all your bullets?
So which one was the fake body?
Strange file in the tower. Monokuma file number 4.
check
The
the
wire. The
Monokuma
good night
file.
button.
Keep scrolling.
That's it.
Okay. Might not be it. Check the bullet for a weird feeling in the tower. Okay. Oh, maybe it's the disassembled parts Kazuichi arranged.
Yeah. Also, the fact that the oil was in the exact same location. Like, how the fuck could you get that?
Yeah. I don't know if that's actually correct, but it's a start at least.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Hurry up, dumbass!
I don't believe the chain
One
on
of the
the
bodies in
door
one of the
or
towers.
the doorknob are relevant. I guess it's worth checking while we're here. So go check out the chain and the. Okay. Right.
What else?
The broken doorknob. Doorknob found under the tipped over pillar. Screws were pulled out. One of the drums from the far back door of Strawberry House was missing, so this doorknob was originally attached to the door. Huh.
I'm gonna say it's a strange feeling.
Yeah.
Ah, you rude. I won.
No, that's wrong.
Okay. I was overcomplicating it in my head.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Me?
Dummy.
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved.
I feel bad
That's when
for
you said-
Kazuichi, man.
Yeah,
Not
he was
just
less of a
that,
simp.
the parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too.
Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Great Tower. The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so he couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
Even more disappointed.
Like she's disappointed that he's not the killer.
Oof. Oof.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
Huh? What was that voice? Nothing?
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same
Just
building?
say the word.
A device like that? A device to transport things to different floors in the same building? I feel like I've seen that before. Alright, let's do... Okay, come on. Come on, no!
Haha, get fucked! Elevator.
Yeah, it's elevator.
Elevator.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Yeah, come on.
A device. An uncommon device. See, if you didn't explode the E there, then you would already have your
that
next E.
Yeah.
You don't need the L's.
You needed that A. Why did you get rid of it?
Listen, bud. It wouldn't have survived long enough.
Yes it would have.
No, it wouldn't have.
You need that A. You need that O.
Shit.
It's T-O.
Listen, I know how to spell, okay?
Sure, English major.
This is actually one of the easier ones. Like, you got really good luck on the letters spawning.
I bet they usually are good luck, it's just I'm stupid. Maybe the game realized it was fucking
No,
stupid.
I've witnessed it just not give you what you need a ton.
Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Yeah,
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
I'm sorry?
It's the tower itself.
Yeah, come on, guys.
The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator.
No rotation
So
necessary.
whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right? So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes
Well, it does
when I
rotate,
press the
Ross.
door button, it took a while for it to open.
I
No,
see.
it
We were
doesn't
basically
actually.
waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
The room does
Please
rotate.
hold on. If
Room
the
does
inside
not
of the whole
rotate.
tower ascends and descends like an
The elevator rotates. But
yeah,
it doesn't
but not
actually.
the room.
Then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the
The
far
room
back
is
door
the
when you enter
elevator.
from Grape Tower?
But that elevator doesn't rotate. The elevator that rotates is the one that goes between Strawberry House and Grape House.
Yeah.
That room has to rotate, or otherwise the body be. Oh wait, never mind. I'm stupid.
Jaden.
And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
Now I feel like I'm a Danganronpa character.
If the room just moves up and
Aren't we
down
all,
like
though?
an elevator, there's no
Yeah,
reason
we all
for the
are.
doors to
Phoenix Wright makes me feel less like a Danganronpa character, more like literal trash.
I mean, what's your ultimate talent?
Ultimate spend 2 hours on an investigation in Phoenix Wright. It's pretty good.
When we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
What does that door even lead to? Oh, it leads to nothing, I guess.
Or maybe the outside.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you
Yeah.
say?
The great things about people.
Let's put aside what's
Like the
changed
cum
and
chalice.
focus our attention on what hasn't.
Zoom in.
Why do we have to
For
do
the
that?
last time, it is not cum, it is semen, and it is a goblet, not a chalice!
I mean, you would know.
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
The things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. That includes the body, the pill, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact that they all moved to the elevator. The one thing these all have in common, they were on the floor. Yeah.
I see. Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change? And
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason
Only
is
the floor
because
moves.
That elevator has something unique about it.
There's something unique about the elevator. Shit, I don't know.
Only the floor moves.
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Yeah, only the floor moves.
I see.
Yeah, duh.
So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Only the floor moved. Come on, Ross, get it faster.
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design.
Man, that means if you were at the top side, Strawberry Hall, the ceiling looked a lot lower than when you were on Grape Hall. In fact, in Grape Hall, you might have been able to see the doors.
And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Yeah.
Just for show. Why was something like that necessary?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Guilty!
Did you hear that, Monami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Kazuma, have you finally given in to your dark tendencies?
They're supposed to be.
Sweet home Alabama. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, okay.
Incest is wincest.
They're not related.
By the way,
By blood.
what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Hmm.
Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but...
Seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's gonna happen to the chains on the other side of the door?
Chain?
Door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on Strawberry Hall's side, the door won't open as long as that chain's there.
You don't need to worry about that at all.
Huh?
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower
Is
would
that,
contradict what we thought we knew about
glitch
the
happening
building.
again for you two, M?
Glitch?
The audio glitch?
Yeah.
Keep going, Ross, and I'll tell Jaden. I need to hear talking to
In
know.
that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower,
Yes, it
we'd
is
have seen
happening.
that contradiction
Cool.
firsthand.
It just connected. Now you screen
What the
share.
hell are those masks?
It's some idiot trying to
They're
like thinking that
Karen
it'll work.
masks.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We're
For
too-
reference, it's like fishnet mask. It's fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
I'd wear it.
Yeah.
Using that
I
I'd
mean,
wear it to work.
I mean, like, what does that protect you from? Spitting on people?
it doesn't even. It really doesn't.
I'd wear it to work just to see how they would react.
Haha, risk
Truth
death
that the
and
two
causing
houses
others
and
death
two
for the
towers
funny
are
meme.
actually one
Why
complete
bring an
vertical building.
actual one?
You'd still be
The killer
wearing
wanted
that
to
one
keep
for
us
a
from
while.
learning that. That's why they made us stay away
You
from Strawberry
think our
Tower.
Also,
employees-
Ross,
you
did
think
you
we
bring back screen share
Wrap the
ever?
chain around the
No.
door just for that?
you think we care about the safety of our customers? You're precious.
Alright, what about your safety?
Oh, I'm one of those carriers who doesn't show symptoms, so dab on those people.
Alright, whatever helps you sleep at night.
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
Well, I see. Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator.
Maybe the entire building rotates.
No, because the compass changes in the elevator, remember?
Yeah.
Which means
But what if it's a fake compass?
exact opposite sides of the
But Monokuma didn't give that out, like...
Yeah, it's
yeah, that
true.
was Nagito.
Fiend, what does this mean?
What does this mean?
I agree. What does this mean? If the two houses are connected vertically, then the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? The elevator itself rotates, I guess.
That would make sense.
I think it's Fuyuhiko's account.
Why Fuyuhiko?
Oh,
Huh.
never mind. He's the one who did the compass test, so.
Yeah. I think it's the contact elevator.
No, check Nagito's sudden appearance. Maybe it says something about that.
Ow.
I mean, no, that's not it. You might have to steal someone's text. Go through it once first.
Let's take a look real fast. No. Ace, 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 ace. Ace, 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 ace. Edge, edge, edge!
The elevator should move.
Contact elevator.
Not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Or are they?
Which means your reasoning.
It's clearly contradictory.
We nailed it. Good shit.
Clock, 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 clock.
Check
clock,
all your
clock.
bullets again.
Kane's account.
This iron curtain of teamwork.
Fuyuhiko. So going inside a matching armament, it sounds like it was made live, but is this really correct?
If the two houses are connected vertically.
I guess you could try contact elevator. It just doesn't like
Yeah, contact elevator doesn't actually say anything regarding it.
Yeah. What about the doorknob?
Doorknob is related to the door.
Wait, what about what's Kazuichi's account?
Kazuichi's account has to do with...
Oh, fucking sorry, my bad.
Oh.
Yeah, it's right there, vertically. Kazuichi account.
Yeah.
However,
That makes-
at both houses, if the contact
I thought it was,
elevator
yeah, I also thought it was Fuyuhiko.
the towers are in opposite directions.
He's
Don't
the
worry,
one who-
Kazuichi, you get to break him down.
It's clearly contradictory.
Even though it's
Fuyuhiko's
me.
the one who- Fuyuhiko's the one who checked the wall clocks, I think.
Yeah.
Two houses are connected
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
Eat a dick.
No, that's wrong.
Didn't even make the sound effect.
What sound
The
effect?
elevator
The
wasn't-
that shit.
Isn't that right, Kazuichi? Huh? Me? Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you.
Man, what a great wingman Hajime is.
Saw that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start
Thanks,
to finish,
Hajime.
somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Oh, I still think I'm the traitor? Yeah, no. Fuck!
Rotated 180 degrees? Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side.
Man, that was the most dedicated animation this whole fucking game has had.
I know. I'm glad that they decided to do that.
Side, once you arrive
God, look how crusty it looks. I'm sure, like, for you it looks like it's low frames. For me, it's also low frames. But I guess that's what it would look like in a computer.
Thanks to that,
I mean,
the tower we saw
there aren't
on
many
the
like
right
animation
side of the grid.
frames.
Yeah.
But it is also
Here on
lagging
the
for
left
us on
side
top
when
of
we were at
that.
Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Yeah, I wonder what that's doing here.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all! You're inhuman!
Basically confirming your theory.
Human, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of
Oof.
the funhouse, right?
Then let's start talking about the important stuff.
Hold it.
What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pill?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know?
What is the
Is that
Octagon? I haven't heard
camera?
about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an Octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery.
Do you guys know what an octagon
What an
is?
octagon means, it's an 8-sided
Oh.
shape. 8 perfect angles!
God damn it, I was gonna say that, but then you started talking and I was like, oh, I'll wait to talk.
8 perfect angles.
1, 2, 3.
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
God, just put 2 trapezoids together, fucking dickhead.
I guess I should continue listening.
Actually, that would make it a hexagon. Shut up. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me.
Get fucked.
The place befitting in the name Octagon, huh? Well, it's probably...
At the, like, below... Because it seems like there's less sides the higher up you go, right?
Wouldn't that be the top of Grape House then?
What?
Wait.
I was thinking it would be the, like below everything. But, oh, maybe it is in the middle, though, because Nagito is able to transport between them. Ugh. No, that doesn't work.
Octagon would be over there. That is the question, right? So it's like over there, but I can't really select that. Can I rotate this?
No. I think that the point is, like, because they're saying, like, where specifically the octagon-shaped building would be. So it's probably below everything.
Can't select down there.
I think it's the top of Grape House.
It just won't let you.
But the top of Great House is a hexagon. Or is it?
I don't know. Can you select it? Let's go!
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the Octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house?
Ah. I was trying to look for that angle.
If you
4
put a
Yeah.
4-sided shape
equals
on the 6-sided
8.
one, you get 8 edges. If you put a
That's basically the gist of it.
Yeah.
The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon. Learned? The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
Well, there you go.
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the Funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
The Funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon? What does that mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that?
Ibuki.
Yeah, it was her.
Cover, boys.
Why, hello there! I thought of a whole new bad word to call Monami.
Well, I can already tell I won't be pleased by this.
Then let me say it right away.
I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word.
Monokuma. Fuck. Monami is mysterious. Stu Fatley.
That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stu Fatley, huh?
That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all of these words would be... Ta-da! Stoofatly!
Oh, what? There's a fat hidden in there?
That was the part I noticed first.
Okay, everyone, all together now. Mon ami is a serious
Stoofatly! You guys didn't do it.
Well, you guys were out of sync, so I didn't want to do it way faster than you. Trial. Resume.
Hello. I hope your day is well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
The fuck are you talking about?
Don't
just,
forget to save.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well.
Oh well.
She just keeps
That-
shit.
I'm glad the humor in this game is like even better than the first.
I don't want to say that. The humor in the first game is pretty good.
I mean,
It is as
that's not
well.
what's important. The thing that's
Sometimes
very
there's funny shit
important
here.
is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I would become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
That's a confession, right?
Yeah.
Let's just leave him alone.
I
and
mean,
find
basically.
out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can.
Just so
The
you
hamsters
know,
did it.
It's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane, you were drooling waterfalls?
Nagito. As usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Well, Nekomaru's cause of death. He was horribly damaged if he was beaten senselessly by a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized... He was crushed by the elevator! Wait.
I was thinking that too, actually, but
Yeah.
Wait a minute, that doesn't make any
If
sense.
it's not crushed by the elevator, what if it... Wait. What were the
Tied up.
options?
God, that would be insane.
He fell. He
oh,
was pushed. They
oh,
forced the door open and then pushed him out down. Oh.
That's why
I
the
think he might have died
doorknob's
from falling.
broken.
Died from falling?
If the
No,
funhouse's
that's on the other
secret
side.
Is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected. Then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the
He
tower.
fell and he smashed his head on the pillar.
You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
I like crushing better.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm gonna reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve this mystery next.
It might be the broken doorknob, actually. I think I already dismissed that, but it hasn't been a thing yet. It was found under the pillar. The screws were pulled out, and there's scratches on it. But it's the far back, so that doesn't make sense.
Which means you could have opened the door if the doorknob wasn't there.
Okay, I know. I think I know what happened. Nekomaru was put to sleep, then tied with the wire to that door. Then the elevator went down. Then somehow he got him to fall.
Ace, 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 edge, 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 edge.
Based cringe, cringe.
You can't go through the door on the 4th floor, can you?
It'd be impossible
Yeah, I
to
think
shove
it's the
off
button.
victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator,
Nekomaru.
they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
Yeah, goodnight button
The
with
other
the
door
moving
won't
object
open.
would make sense.
Yeah.
Which means the elevator
He isn't
wouldn't have
moving.
moved either.
That
Yep.
must be the threshold of that elevator.
He's not. Oh yeah, he's not considered a button. Yeah.
When the
Or he's not
elevator's on
considered a
the
human.
1st floor,
You can't go through the door.
It'd be impossible.
Then, after locking they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the and made
What does
use
that
of
mean?
the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor?
Let Yak speak.
As long as there's a moving object inside.
No, that's wrong. That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him.
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I
Yes.
wanted to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me. Silence, pest.
Oof.
Now you're calling me a pest?
Ouch. A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru was still inside it. Jaka seems to have an idea, but what could that be? It's the wire.
Wire's gonna be like your first bullet.
Hey, there it is. It's been the first bullet for a goddamn while.
Oh, maybe that's why my instinct was telling me that.
You can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
Don't interfere.
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
Wired to the pillar.
Oil on the floor.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
I don't know. I'm still thinking doorknob
You all
gang.
Shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say.
Silence, pest.
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
I have
See,
awoken.
I was afraid that would happen. So the body and left leg were tied. And there was a loop. Yeah, the loop was on the doorknob!
Yeah.
I don't mean to brag, but I'm a fucking genius, actually. So, jot that down.
Yeah. Alright. So how do I say this?
You agree with Fuyuhiko using the wire bullet.
You
Yeah.
can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the...
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Oh, wait a minute. That's not how I do it. Or is that how I do it?
No, you have to press a different button to
How about you all
agree.
shut up and listen to what
What's the
Chiaki
button to
has
agree?
say?
Fuck if I know, dude.
Silence, pest.
No, that's the button to do it.
Don't be so cold.
I guess I just missed.
What if I
Because it wasn't wrong. I just missed, I guess.
Oh yeah, true.
Cool.
If you arrange it as you can cause the drop.
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement, the hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar?
What about the oil on the floor?
Maybe I had to take multiple shots? Weird.
No, I think you just
Doorknob
missed.
on the floor seems suspicious.
There you go. That was weird. That was very weird. I swear I shot that right.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that
Yeah.
the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob.
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Mekamaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode, tied the tip of the wire into a knot, and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Great Tower. Suspended Mekamaru in midair.
That's right! He was so kinda like,
You better not finish that sentence!
I mean, he also just was before he
Killer took
became a
advantage of the
robot, so.
elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death. Too easy.
What are you doing? Stop. Just stop.
Silence test.
What if they created a drop? There's no way.
Just one of these times it's like somebody be like, shut up! And like, oh, sorry.
Why? Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that.
The missing
Because
screws.
if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Okay. Alright, which one is it? The wire, the screws, there's no screws one.
I think the screws is part of the doorknob sword, so it might not be that.
Even if
No.
I mean, part of the. Wait. Where's the screws?
The screws is part of the doorknob.
Yeah, yeah. The screws of the base are pulled out. So I think you just need to try using that. It depends on what Kazuichi specifically says when you have a chance to strike, though.
how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's
I
no
ran
way
cuts.
they could do that.
Ah, oof.
You gotta,
Even
like,
if they
time it
suspended
so you hit the
Nekomaru
most
from
with a
how
single
would they make him
slice.
fall? There's no one in the tower to push him. There's no way they could do that.
Okay. That was not too bad.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode. If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you. But in that case, you still won't
Does
be
his
able to
alarm
explain
clock
the
take
drop
him out of
moving
sleep
the
mode?
elevator.
Yes, it does.
Okay, yep, and then they'll be like, why? But it was 5:30 when we heard the sound, and we'll be like, no, the clocks are fucked with, remember? And then,
Damn it!
He's going back to the original topic.
Suspended Nekomaru from a wire. How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him. There's no way they could do that.
Shit. Ugh. Whatever, I advanced
Doesn't mean
anyway.
someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What?
Alright, which one is it? It's the alarm clock.
Nekomaru
Damn it!
is still
no,
in
it's
sleep
here,
mode.
anyways.
Yeah.
Allow me to cut through those words.
So it's a good thing that you fucked up.
Yeah.
'Cause you
I did
fucked
it on
up.
purpose, obviously.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Mekamaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make it fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, The scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off. When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... In that case, I should use my full power! Ugh! With the fierce roar, Nekomaru put his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. But... Not yet! Here it comes! The incredible strength of 1 million horsepower! Ugh! Wait, is this actually creaking? If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here! Oh, that's really what it was. Then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
That's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Silence, pest!
You finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
No,
damn it.
I believe you gave your all.
Why aren't you teasing me anymore?
He gets off on this. So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru
The exact
ended up
same
falling
character
when
arc
he was still
Hifumi went
hanging
through in the
upside
first
down.
game.
Sure.
That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I can think of that happened to him was... he collided with the pillar.
I see.
Yeah.
Cola came out of his eyes.
When Nekomaru fell
Man,
to
that's the real shame. We lost the cola dispenser.
Isn't that it?
Now we just have to go to the store and buy the 20 gallons of cola.
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if
Because there was a way that Nekomaru survived that fall.
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning. Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m. And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed.
Bet!
How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know.
Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one right after another. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction.
More like reach out to the truth.
I face up, hold up.
We headed for Grape Tower.
Fuyuhika's account mentioned this, right? To an extent.
Yes, because he fucked with the clocks. Oh, well,
No.
kind of. Check wall clock.
Yeah.
No, actually, that might not be relevant.
Yeah, but that's because he was in the,
Wait, but it was 5:30. Go back to Fuyuhiko's account.
Fuyuhika's account is just about the...
He saw Nekomaru walking that way at 5 a.m. So
Yeah.
that doesn't... I feel like one of these bullets has to specify the clocks were fucked with, right?
I don't think any of them do.
Really? Oh, maybe we need to look through the, Wait, what about clock's alarm timer? Wait, is that Nekomaru's alarm?
Yeah.
Okay, what about radio clock? Is that also Nekomaru's? Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Because it can't be tampered with.
Okay.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
That's right.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Impossible.
No, that's wrong. No, the clock inside his chest.
That means Monokuma went for Tai. She's like, alright guys, Tai Chi time! Just looks up and sees fucking Nekomaru dangling. Well, that's awkward.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
What if it's two people working together?
That is possible.
No.
I don't know who would be working together though.
Gundam and what's her name? Sonia.
I think that's a coincidence.
Yeah, maybe. If someone had a watch on their arm, I'd be immediately suspecting them because they could have synced the time.
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
Does Fuyuhiko have a watch? This time really a contradiction. I don't think it could. I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we overlooked something. No, we're misunderstanding something. Think. If I focus on this and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Oh boy. Here comes Too Fast Man once again.
Too Fast, Too Furious. Dives. Remember when Jaden gave us a boat in his campaign and we used it like one time?
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Woo! You didn't hear that?
I'm actually curious, Jaden, because I know that there was a little bit of Pokemon stuff in Cabbage Realms. How much of your campaign was just...
What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? Time in the building, who the killer is, where the murder happened.
Time in the building.
Yeah.
Are you saying him?
I know there was like some Pokemon stuff in that other Discord. How much of your campaign was like taken from that, and how much did you actually like do?
Well, me and another person made all the base shit. But if you mean story-wise, ours happened before that one even started.
Oh, okay. Did you reuse our plot for theirs?
No, but I stole your trainers but before it stopped even happening.
Okay.
Cause that one just kind of stopped.
Question 2. Which clock was tampered with? Both Nekomaru's radio clock or the building's clocks?
The buildings.
Yeah, the building. Couldn't have been Nekomaru's clock. That's why it's fucked up. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah! Ah! I fell through. That's bullshit. Does it just mirror these checkpoints getting stupider and stupider? Woo! Oh, Jesus Christ. Whee! Which house had the wrong time? Both houses, right? Because both houses were set at the same...
Yes.
Yeah.
It would be both houses.
Cool. Oh, that wasn't too bad. It's better when there's not too many obstacles that appear faster than I can see.
Yeah.
I mean, my time should be insane.
You said you
Theoretically.
checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the
All of
clocks inside the
them?
building, there's no way you'd have noticed it. I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
We all miss Monokuma Tai Chi.
Now's not the time to be pleased. More
I would be
important,
pleased with that.
how much was the time off?
She's right. That's the main problem. I need to clarify by how much time was off. Killer messed with the clocks. That's definitely the next mystery. I'm going to reach the truth in one go.
Because Gundam's, like, shy art has him look to the right, and Akane is to his right with her bountiful, massive, fucking giant-ass booby
Yeah.
roonies, it looks like he's just kind of, like, blushing about her chest.
Well, I mean, I would too. Let's be fair here. Welcome to my velvet room. Yeah, it's by 2 hours. It's
I'd
the loud
probably be
noise.
like, hey, have you considered, like, surgery so that you don't have insane back pain?
Then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock. The time of death. It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
Not true.
No, that is what it was.
That is what it was, because of Kane's account saying it was 5:30.
Yeah, well, 5:30 was what the clocks were set back to incorrectly.
Yeah, it was the rumbling that heard at 5:30.
But the rumbling, we know that happened
Then we
when
can
the
only
death
rely on
happened.
Nekomaru's radio clock.
So
Yeah.
therefore we know it's a 2-hour difference.
And the reason the alarm went off in the boys' room was so that a boy could hear it, namely Gundam.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah. Fuyuhiko was up, and he was waiting around. That's also a little bit weird.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Ah, I got that. I should have just
Any
waited.
clues that can be used to narrow that down?
Yes.
If only I heard the sound when you fell.
Bang.
I agree with that.
Yay.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling? I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Ah,
Yeah,
nice.
of course your brain would think of me. I'm Zuggy.
Screened share. What was the last thing you said?
Scream share? Alright, let's all share a scream together. Ah!
Alright,
Thanks.
Jaden, what'd you say?
Of course your brain would be thinking about the Jaden.
The singular titular Jaden.
The only one that exists.
Just
There's
like
one and
there's
only.
multiple Rosses.
No, it's just Ross.
Obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
Ross's PCs.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane.
If that rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30 a.m., it's like the answer to how much our time was off is literally right in front of us.
I see. Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has
2
no
days.
windows. And there weren't any
It's more thirst than anything. Let's be fair.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious, so they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Lure out only Nekomaru?
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
And the only one who could have pressed the button was the hamsters. That's really what we're going for here. Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing.
Hamsters.
If they're trying to lure only Nekomaru, then that specific thing is...
Monokuma Tai Chi? Or the clock's alarm. One
I
of
think
those.
it's Monokuma Tai Chi.
Yeah.
I see.
Let's go!
The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us? We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time. That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
And when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning,
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule. I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
Jeez, how outrageous! I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it. It's incorrect.
That's definitely
Oh
the
my
correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar.
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Yep.
what the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
It's me. It's whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time,
I
right?
mean, it is Nagito, but
Yeah.
You're the only one!
But he's not the killer.
The one who
no,
wasn't.
no, of course not.
It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there.
Even though we obviously know why he wasn't there. Jesus Christ, people.
Well, I mean, that hasn't been established in the trial yet.
I know.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something.
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't. You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Setting him up.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
He couldn't?
You're definitely fucking lying.
However,
Kazuichi said fuck?
He said that multiple.
Never!
He said that multiple times. Have you guys been paying?
Oh.
What about the fucking pig line?
I'm just trying to be funny.
it is
Oh.
obvious that I did not hear
Well,
the
you
alarm in
suck
Strawberry.
at it.
He's sworn the second
Yeah.
most in the game next to Fuyuhiko.
Yeah.
But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
Hmm.
To be honest,
it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. It wasn't that.
Nah, y'all
I
just
probably
dumb.
couldn't hear it at all.
Hey, y'all dumb.
What does that mean?
You're all dumb. That's what it means.
Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Holy shit! I noticed this the second it happened. The only person who didn't hear the rumbling sound were Nagita, Sonia, and Chiaki. The secret is what those three have in common. See, and this is why it's important for boys to argue. Because when boys argue, they realize what shit some people have and what shit some people don't. So it's important.
The problem is that it always gets so heated.
Yeah, well, it's fine to get heated about stupid things. Ah,
Yeah,
shit,
it
what
makes
is it?
me-
It's the fancy room?
Yeah, something like that.
What kind of room is it called?
No, wait, deluxe.
That's
Deluxe.
deluxe room. Alright, I need
The
that
thing
X.
is that it just always makes me so, like, it makes me feel uncomfortable and unsafe when I'm in a room with a bunch of people who are, like, in a heated argument like that.
When Ross gets rid of the X, right when he says, "Man, I need that X."
Ross knows how to spell the word
Okay, the X
deluxe.
is a while from now, though. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, deluxe is not spelled the wrong way I thought it was.
Now I need you, quick.
X
I'm basically a god.
R.
Wait, oh, rooms, plural. Okay.
Basically a god.
There's S's, Ross.
I win.
That works too.
Man, I got a lot better at those. That's good.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just being nicer to me. That's probably totally what it is.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe room, right?
It's not that you really have to feel unsafe when guys get heated. Depends on the people you're with. It's
I
just
mean,
sometimes we get like riled up.
But it's not even like it's not like a rational thing. Like it's like my fear of spiders. I know it's not rational, but if I still hear a bunch of people yelling, I'm gonna freak out.
Lol, I'm afraid of spiders. The guest rooms are divided up by quality grade. The deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. The standard room may have so-so installation, but it's still pretty decent. And the crummy room has severe airflow and draft problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
No, I'm using my ultimate fuck you talent.
Now then,
Yeah, he's
That
such
face.
an asshole now.
stand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
This is a good asshole because everyone hates him. That's how an asshole's supposed to be.
Why does that lead to who the
Like
I love
asshole.
him. What do you mean?
Why?
Well, you like him because he's a good asshole. Unlike Byakuya in the first game, who people liked for some reason.
Decisive factor in identifying the killer. Decisive factor?
Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagato means. The killer among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru.
I still don't know what they're gonna like. I can't tell what they're gonna say leads to it being him, but
It's Gundam.
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
wait, did he have a deluxe
You were
room?
able to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room.
Mm-hmm.
Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it.
And this is why boys pay attention to fucking stupid shit.
Why would you
Yup.
hear that?
Now that you mention it,
Gundam?
There's only one.
It's because I was banging Sonia. Wait, no, damn it, she's in a deluxe room.
That's why, even
even though you were
But I
standing
was
at the
doing that.
You still went to the lounge.
For the
Am
record.
I right?
Phone banging.
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Supersonic hearing.
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me? After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they...
Couldn't get to the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room, just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi. Because I was in the lounge. So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey, what are you doing?
That's raucous. It's louder than the supreme ruler of the netherworld bellowing for a sacrifice.
Don't go making all that noise all of a sudden.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out.
Yikes.
That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Well, shit.
Gundam, please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument? You bastard. Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm.
Of course.
That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer. Hold on a sec. You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
What, the second time?
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something? Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
You said opening act again!
Please hold on. I have yet to hear Gunnan's rebuttal.
But. Haha, but.
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
Yes, you would.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing, which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. Waiting for it. We didn't get it, though. I was kind of hoping for a good old-fashioned Nagato's sudden appearance, but I didn't see that.
Yeah, it might be a steal someone's answer one.
Between the two houses. As long as
Notice how that hasn't happened yet once?
your assumption
And this is like the 4th trial now. Like, it's such a rare...
You're right.
What's a rare?
Just stealing answers.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
I think it's happened once or twice in the whole game, but not since before Trial 3.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
There is.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me?
So you do have to steal Secret Passageway, I think.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Alright.
That elevator was the only means of travel.
I think they do want to do it rarely so that you really have to just think about it.
Yeah, so it's like that.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at there's no
Dent!
question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
No.
If there was a secret passageway.
Give me that.
How much longer do you plan? Why don't we stop this already?
Why did we stop this already?
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
Thank you.
Your focus gauge is so fucking big.
I know, right? It's insane. Thank you, Chiaki. It's busted.
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Either that or that was Monokuma or Monami. One or the other.
I think it was Chiaki.
We'd be able to check that. Actually, no, we're not. Just kidding.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Oh my god, stop!
You're the only one!
You're the only one!
Actually, including...
You're the second one!
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Agito, why are you here?
Because I teleported here, you idiot!
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right? Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up.
God, fuck off.
But you're right.
I bet he regained his memories.
Which is on the first
I
floor of
guess?
Strawberry House. after I opened the door and went down. Surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma archive, which is on the 3rd floor of Grape House.
Meaning the 3rd floor and the 4th floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Please don't. Not again.
I'm so glad that he got to use that line though.
Aware of the existence of the final dead room.
Yeah, it's Infinity Unlimited
An
Flame!
illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life.
They need to have known because they would have had. They would have had to in order to use the fucking ultimate weapon, i.e. the building.
Yeah.
I can stop.
Did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Angry? Yeah. Yeah, gonna make you angry.
Oh, I thought this was gonna be the panic talk action.
No. Panic Talk option comes next. Or maybe possibly not at all. Alright, so which one is it? It's fucking... That wasn't really added as a truth bullet. But it's essentially the building picture. Oh, whatever.
You could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Advance! This argument is exhausting. Just listen to it makes me tired. I need to skillfully cut back his words so he doesn't outpace me.
If the box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
That's an advance.
I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur. If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind, at least
Shut up.
pray to the key which dwells in the light.
He probably
Wait,
means
is
try
that
providing
really-
evidence. Oh my god. Key which falls in the light, that'll break through the darkness.
Know the limits of
So
your
you
own
need
reasoning.
evidence.
You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur.
Timer.
If you don't want, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light. Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the
The
killer
wire?
went to the Octagon.
Oh, because he has the wire. Duh.
Yeah. We definitely just overthought it.
Yeah.
Cut through those words.
Whatever, I still probably did okay on that. I
Yeah.
didn't lose health.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
Yeah. Oh, the poor hamsters. Who's gonna take care of him after he dies?
If that's
Oh
the
god,
case,
they better not kill
they
them.
obviously know about the secret passage.
Maybe the hamsters eat him.
It seems this is the end.
This is the end.
Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case.
Listen, he already has his comic book and crayons out, and he's like, come on, man.
But there's
Yeah.
no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Pulls out a gun and just shoots Gundam.
Hey, what are you...
Wait a minute.
First of all, by messing with all the clocks and Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken. by
Guess he just didn't feel like making a fourth comic.
Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, Just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the
It's his
exact same
instinct from
place.
being Makoto
Also,
coming back.
the button in
Yeah.
Strawberry Hall wasn't broken. So
You know,
he
if he
was
really
easily
is
able to
canonically
enter
Makoto,
Strawberry
that's
Tower.
interesting
But
implication if his
surprise!
memories came back.
Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
Now
What's wrong
that
with that?
is an admission of guilt.
Mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
No, I agree with him. He would have battled. That's important to his character.
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all!
Look at Ak. Look at Ak.
Yeah.
You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
When you lose sensitivity. Never mind.
It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the.
Alright, I know the 4 words. You're fucking hamsters, dumbass.
It's even
Yeah.
more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument. It was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful lie. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other,
Roll super bullshit 20s.
you must provide
Yeah.
a reason
Yeah.
that will persuade that human.
Or that too.
You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I guess you really don't want to admit it, huh? And just as you requested, I will provide an argument that will leave you no choice but to be persuaded.
There,
Now we go.
on the bone
I
meat.
won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire. Wither. Crushed as David prophesies. I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire.
I mean, it is for the Tanaka Empire. Like, come on,
Crushed as
guys.
David prophesies.
I
Sure.
think we can give him
Show
a
me the
pass.
cadaver.
Yeah, of course.
I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire. Wither. Crushed as David prophesies. I won't let
Who needs accuracy when you can just go fever time?
Tanaka Empire.
And it lasts forever because look at my fucking cage.
It's Nekomaru's back.
The 4 Dark Demons!
This is the end.
Of destruction.
Behind Nekomaru. You should have been able to press the button on the back of this as long as you had the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Thanks, Phoenix
Or
Wright.
Dark Davis.
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's...
4 Dark Devas.
Of course that'd be impossible for a normal hamster.
Why do they keep fucking? It's not hamsters or 4 Dark Devas.
Right?
emissary of evil. In accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pierce through Supernova Silverfox Sands! I pressed the button. Truly, this is the skylight lamentation art of the demon mouse. Soon the door of destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved a piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mechamaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Gundam!
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Got the comic book right here.
So they tricked us. They made us think this wasn't gonna happen. Like,
Oh, it's obviously gonna happen. Come on.
Get ready for a nice meme.
Alright, what kind of meme pictures we got?
we got
Ooh, that's a good one.
Kamaru doing a hate symbol.
That's not a hate symbol. That's a Russian dance.
No, I think she means the one where he's
holding up his hand.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good one.
Whoa, I like that final page.
In any case, see what we got here. We got alarm set for it's 2:40 a.m. right now. Is it?
no.
Well, that's presumably when he fucked with the clocks.
Yeah. And meeting up because of the alarm clock, that happened way over here.
Yeah, right. Like
actually,
right here.
that already happened. That's already a thing that happened. Messing
No,
up
it's right,
with the.
it's right here.
Yeah.
So put it there.
I can't because it actually is a thing that's already up here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where? That's a different picture.
Oh, it's right there.
No, it's where it actually happened. In
Oh, and that's the bash. Gotcha.
or page 8. Page 8, I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Messing with the base of the contact elevator was over here. Right?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, no, that's the door one, I think.
That's the door. Ow. Right. And the contact elevator is this one. No. Over here. Somewhere.
It will give you a hint if you hover over it.
Yeah. When did he mess with the base of the contact elevator? Did he?
I mean, he had to have at some point. Maybe that image already appeared, though.
Yeah.
Keep going right.
Maybe that was like one of the first things he did.
Yeah. Oh, no, wait. We need to put the clock in the top left of this page, I think.
Think so?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that took a long time. I wasted a shitload of time.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hung the loop from the doorknob.
That's here.
The hamster pressed it!
The fucking hamster in the bottom right is so good.
I like it.
They did what to the alarm?
I think it's the leftmost one that you have to,
Yeah, it's the alarm one.
yeah. Right there. No. Wait, yeah, maybe.
Then the clock hits.
Oh,
It's 5 o'clock
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, that's where it goes. Well, I don't know. Try it, I guess.
No, the 5 o'clock alarm is when he would have seen Fuyuhiko.
Oh. Right.
Yeah. Actually, 5 o'clock is when he would have seen Nekomaru walking.
Yeah, so that...
Oh, so that's way back here.
It's not... Well, yeah, okay, actually it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right around here.
Would that be here or here?
I don't know, check the hints.
What time did Fuyuhiko see Neko? Oh, yeah, duh. Or we should be paying attention to those.
Yep.
We should be.
What is this I woke up at? Let me press the button to Great Paul. Hamster and murder!
Go from right to left and check out the rest of the hints.
Is this the last stock?
I think so. So it says, who is in the lounge?
Oh.
Since early. Oh, maybe there is another.
Yeah, there's probably another one then.
Okay. What about that one?
That's a good face.
It's the hammer.
Think so?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, what was the fake weapon? Oh. Again, I need to be reading these.
Yeah, kinda.
When did Nekomaru fall? Don't have the clock for that one yet. Who heard the rumbling noise? Wait,
No,
shit.
that-
I'm stupid. I woke up.
Is there like you fail the comic and you're all like, is this the end? Hajime did it!
Maybe, maybe that's when Hajime woke up?
When he heard it. Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah.
That's stock. Now we're good. Okay.
Fuyuhiko. Second one there.
Yeah, Fuyuhiko couldn't sleep.
Then... Doorknob.
When did Nekomaru fall?
Doorknob.
Yep.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Hooray!
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clocks alight.
I don't know how I'm gonna do. I feel like I can't get a C, but I don't know if I can get an A.
After finishing their preparation,
Probably a B.
the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the
Oh,
necessary.
I did pretty well.
They obtained
There wasn't any area where I really fucked up and I didn't die.
the final death. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Great Tower for a specific reason.
We're gonna save and quit as soon as the execution ends, by the way.
Yeah.
Nah, it's fine. We can do the
Who was at the
post.
lounge by coincidence.
No, it's not fine.
You need to get up for work, dude.
According
It's
to
fine. We
Nekomaru's
can do the
testimony,
post.
That was around 5 a.m.
I'm so tired I could fall asleep if I closed my eyes right now, so...
It's fine. We can do the post.
In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Tai Chi begins. Nekomaru went to Great Tower to participate in that.
Hello there, friend.
Because the contact elevator was broken.
Have I told you about our Lord and Savior the Fuhrer?
Great Tower. So he decided to
Funny
try
He
going
hasn't
to
done
the
that yet.
Yet!
Sick Hayu! Now he's done it.
But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This
This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob.
Would that really suspend his body, though? Wouldn't that just snap off the doorknob?
Well, remember, he tried with all of his might.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very sturdy knob.
Us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru.
Isn't there specifically a rule against breaking property?
I don't think this counts.
Then they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Great.
Also, I don't think that specific rule is in this game. That's just the first game.
After arriving at Grape Hall,
You can't litter.
In this one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, did you hear about
Didn't he leave the hammer? Isn't that littering?
When that happened,
No, because it's setting up a crime scene. The point of the no litter rule is that you can't just, like, kill someone with a knife and then throw the knife in the ocean where no one will find it.
I guess so.
they entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door.
The hammer was such a stupid addition. It was not necessary.
Should've just hit it into his fucking body a few times.
With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor.
This is a long comic, too.
Crashed into the pillar,
Yeah,
which
10
decapitated
pages.
him on impact and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was
I just love, like,
thanks to the broken doorknob.
the line about being decapitated, and then the sound of the impact went throughout the entire funhouse.
Yeah.
It's just when I think funhouse, I think decapitated friends.
Yeah. Don't you? What could be more fun than decapitation?
True.
I think that's the subtitle to Jaden's campaign.
What's the subtitle to my campaign?
What could be more fun than decapitation?
Yes.
I can't think of anyone else but you.
Specifically because of the hamster bullshit.
That's such a good pose.
Darn, that was a surprise. We couldn't catch that.
I'll check the recording when you upload it.
Splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
You did well!
Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself! I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe.
I wanted to shag the killer. Man, this is the worst day ever.
You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Ding ding.
Aw,
shit. Well, okay, not too bad, not too bad. Honestly, pretty damn good. Heck yeah! Fuck yeah!
I might be an A.
Wow, come on!
Yeah, that's 68, just fuck you, dude.
Imagine having, like, how many 100% throughout the year and ending up with a B?
I think if you got one more point on that one, it would have been really nice.
Now, what's wrong with 68?
It's not 69.
Okay, but like, you know, there's 2 holes.
What?
What if there was a person that was 2 butts?
Exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever! Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
Whisky Wabbit! I think it's the first time he's bit his tongue. What was even the point of adding that addition?
Just to be a little...
Ding dong ding. Hooray!
I'm very interested to see what they do for his execution.
Already say.
Always has been.
Oh, it'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly.
Alright, Jaden, let's let M get to sleep.
Judging from the results...
See, the thing is that even though we hang out together, he actually hates my guts, so...
You guys are correct once again! Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement!
That's right! The one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing Funhouse was Gundam Tanaka! Yay! I said all that without... my tongue!
For a second I thought you said without bitching my tongue. I'm like, what?
Now that we decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with.
But why, Gundam? Hold
so
on.
Lost can only have one character.
Yeah, I can't fucking wait. It's true that the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident's over. It can't finish yet until we hear it from Gundam.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like.
Why do you want to talk to the one who has lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something. Is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake I shall correct one thing. Correct. You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a grave mistake. Huh? Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died.
Lost and died?
If he was just trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
What do you mean? Explain.
Fine, then. Then I shall reveal it all. Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse. And I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the locks in the building, the clocks, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away, or even called for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death?
He was serious, too. He gave it his all to try and kill me.
Huh?
If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never have known why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself. Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing!
Nekomaru really did that?
Yeah, of course he did. Bullshit. No, really, he did it.
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected.
Oh, thank God they're doing the voices for me.
You're welcome.
Tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this.
I forgot what it was like to have my people who I teach want to kill me.
This is great! What a comforting atmosphere! That's a great one. And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me? am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, lords of darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I do not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
And Ross needs only one character! I think that's kind of mean. No, just one!
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might.
Dragonator!
I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got. Nekomoro Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire.
That is...
Why? Why did you fight? We were all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong.
I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die? There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation.
Wait, are you telling us to just wait here and starve to death?
I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other.
Huh? Do you mean you'd rather die?
Ever since we locked inside the building, everyone had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up. Giving up on one's own life. That's just an insult to life itself. Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog?
Cannibalism?
No, no! Fucking shit. Goddamn English to Japanese turn. In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism. That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life instead? If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being! Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life! It is a violation of the natural order! It is the arrogance of humanity!
Are you saying all that to try to justify what you did?
It sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right? Also, Ross, what do you mean they wouldn't have run out of water? They have soda.
That would have quenched them even slower. That would have made them dehydrate faster.
Yeah.
The tea might have worked. That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to a battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth. But even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh.
That belief is why you committed your crime. Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well?
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that...
You're a dumbass.
Well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance.
Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question. Just who do you think I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools. Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us bid our rule of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin!
Yes, indeed.
Yay! Got it! I prepared a very special punishment for the ultimate breeder!
Oh yeah, that's what he was.
That's what he was doing with Sonia. Please wait, this is just too much. Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Huh?
Miss Sonia.
Please, I beg of you.
How pitiful.
Sonia. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself.
Gundam.
It's fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However,
What is it, my four dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got.
It's punishment time!
Hey, could you hold my hamsters for me? Oh yeah, sure! Great. Have a great one, everyone. Ooh, Sonia, you're looking lovely today. Don't smack my ass! Alright, let's go.
His punishment is just to watch his hamsters die.
Oh.
God, that'd be fucked. Ding-a-ding-ding-ding. Nergigante? Oh no, it's just some
Oh, they're gonna Lion King him.
Gundam Tanaka Stampede.
Oh, they better survive. Thank God. I'd give this game a 0 out of 10 on every review site if they killed the hamsters.
Scoozy?
What? You didn't think his power was real?
Towards the end, probably. Thanks, Super! And he goes to heaven.
He's like, fuck this. What kind of bullshit place are you taking me? I fucking love this game so much. Alright, and that's where we're stopping it.
Keep going forward!
I'll gut you like a fish.
Gundam!
Gundam
So,
indeed.
Rox, I know that you said you're fine with just being Hajime, but I feel bad when I look at the document I made of character voices.
Honestly, I'm fine with it now. M has all the girls and Jaden has all the boys. It's pretty damn fitting.
And Hajime is the only non-binary character.
Yeah, of course. Well, he's a protagonist, so
I forgot every video game protagonist ever was non-binary. Yeah.
well, the protagonist is the gender of the person who plays them, of course.
Oh, is this a coming out post, Ross?
But I'm a boy.
Oh. Okay.
So yes, Jaden's playing all the boys. I'm playing all the protagonist boys. It's a different distinction. A lot of ins, a lot of outs.
Still, I still feel weird about Jaden and I having 4 characters and you only have 1.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I don't think I can voice any of the current characters better than you guys can, so...
What about, like, Fuyuhiko?
No. Jaden likes Fuyuhiko.
Okay.
Damn. You can have,
Do you want Monami?
You can have Chiaki.
No, I don't want Monami.
Don't offer my characters to her. I guess I just offered Fuyuhiko, so...
I mean, you could offer Chiaki, but I think she'd die. So I guess there's just one more thing I need to say before we end off this session.
Yeah, of course.
So I knew Gundam was going to die because there was a YouTube video that literally said Gundam's voice actor watches his death.
Can you please send that though?
I can't. I didn't watch it. I just saw the title, so I knew Gundam, and like the picture was during a trial, so I knew Gundam had to have been a killer at some point. I didn't know it was going to be him necessarily now, but I just had a good feeling.
See, whenever I see videos like that, I put them in my watch later so I can watch them after I get to that point of the game.
I was hoping I would forget, but I didn't.
I'll look it up real quick.
So Gundam's voice actor watched himself die. Anyway, Chiaki's so fucking next. Holy shit, it's not even a question. Chiaki's so dead. I don't know who's after that. I guess actually it's probably Chiaki's probably last.
Why do you think Chiaki's gonna die?
Anyway, there it is.
Everyone talks about Chapter 5 like it's some huge fucking deal. I'm like, the only thing it could possibly be is Chiaki.
Chapter 5 is the biggest fucking deal.
Yeah, it has to be Chiaki. Like, that's the only one who would be big enough for. Or me. I'm guessing it's Chiaki, though.
Chapter 5, though, I think you only get 2 hangout slots.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shit show. So I hope you guys are ready for that next time.
Hooray! Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I can't believe I got a fucking B. I'm so upset. It's not fair. It's not fucking fair. I did so well!
No, you didn't. You suck
A B, it's like a really good grade. Like.
Yeah, so chapter 5 is the last chapter.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Huh.
I don't know if there's a hidden. I think there's a chapter 6.
Like a
chapter 5, like chapter 5 in the last game is kind of baked into itself.
So chapter 6 in this game is just like a tiny little epilogue. I'm assuming.
Because if you think about it,
it's its own part, but it's
all the mecha beasts are dead. If Monami did her job, the last one's dead.
So there's no new island. I assumed it would be like.
Oh no, there's a new island.
There's a new island.
I'm not for 6.
Yeah, but not for 6.
Yeah,
I
but there's
it would be like the first game where chapter 5 and chapter 6 sort of blend into one like epilogue.
mega chapter.
3 also only has 5 chapters.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think they decided the formula works better if it only goes for 5. Which is
Phoenix Strike goes for 4, but then sometimes has the bonus chapter. Actually, in 3, it was actually baked in. Because I guess 4 was technically a bonus chapter in 3.
But this game does have a air quotes chapter 6.
Yeah, so it does the same thing one does.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah, we're letting you go to bed. I think we're gonna play Pokemon and finish it.
Cool. You gonna stream it?
God, it's late though. Yeah, I'll stream it.
Cool. I'll watch the VOD first thing tomorrow.
If I do, I don't know. What else would I do?
If you don't stream it, at least do me the favor of uploading it tomorrow sometime.
I'll
as early as
probably stream it.
Okay.
Or I could
Bye.
play PQ.
Happy 4:20 a.m.
Oh my god, it's so good to hear Gundam just listen or talk about himself in this video.
Yeah.
He's even wearing a Gundam cosplay.